Hi, my name is Hattie, and for this tutorial, I need to clarify some things before we start. So for these two pouches, you can use any type of yarn and any yarn size, but you have to make sure that you use a suitable hook for the yarn size. And also, the bigger the yarn, your pouches are going to be bigger, and also the smaller the yarn, your pouches is going to turn out small. And if you want your pouches to be similar in size like mine here, make sure to use the yarn and hook size that I recommend. So first we're going to do the heart, and we're going to start with a magic ring. So to make a magic ring, just hold the end of your yarn like this and wrap the yarn around your two fingers, and you will have an X shape in the middle here, and turn your finger to the front and hold your yarn like this. Now take your crochet hook. This is going to be your first loop, and this is your second loop. So go under the first loop and grab onto the second loop and twist it up like this. And I'm going to release this from my finger while still keeping its shape. So I'm going to grab it like this and release it. Now you are going to chain one. So yarn over and pull through. So this is going to be a magic ring, and I'm just going to pull the end. Now we're going to make two more chains. So 1 and 2. So you will have a total of 3 chains. Then we're going to insert 12 double crochets into our magic ring. So yarn over and insert your hook into the magic ring. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now just continue inserting the double crochet until you have a total of 12 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you feel like you have little space to work on, you can just pull the end so you have more space to insert the double crochets, because you will have to make sure that you crochet over the ends so that you can close off the magic ring. So now I have a total of 12 double crochets in my magic ring. I'm going to pull the ends to close off the middle. So you will have to make sure that there is no gap in the middle here. Now just insert your hook into the first double crochet here, and yarn over and pull up a loop and pull through. So now this is going to be your slip stitch. So now moving on to round 2, I am going to work over this end as I make my stitches, just so that I don't have to weave it in. So to work over this end, you will just place it on top of your hook while you work on your stitches. So first we are going to insert 8 treble crochets into our second stitch. So yarn over 2 times and insert your hook into your second stitch. This is your first stitch and then second stitch here. So insert your hook and place the end on top to carry it. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that is how you are going to do a treble crochet. Now continue that in the same stitch until you have a total of 8 treble crochets. Two, three, and 8. Now we are going to insert 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So the next stitch are going to be a little hidden here, as you can see. So that is going to be our next stitch. Make sure that you don't skip this. Now we are going to insert 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then insert a double crochet again into the next stitch. And we are going to insert 1 half double crochet into the same stitch. So yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So that is how you're going to do a half double crochet. Now in the next stitch, insert 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, and then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. So insert your hook into the same stitch and make 1 double crochet. Now you are going to take your stitch marker and mark the double crochet that you just did. So make sure you do this because this is going to be really important for the next step. Now in the next stitch, we're going to insert 1 double crochet and insert half double crochet into the same stitch. And then in the next stitch, insert 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. And insert 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And we are going to insert 8 treble crochets into the next stitch. So yarn over 2 times, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now continue until you have a total of 8 treble crochets. Now you are going to insert a slip stitch into the middle of the heart. So the middle of the heart is going to be right here. And then yarn over and pull up a loop and then just pull through. Now chain 1 and cut your yarn. Then pull through and pull the end to the back like this to tighten up the chain 1, and it is going to sharpen the middle of the heart, making it look so much neater and cuter. So this is how the heart will look like. Now we are going to move on to the square or border. So to make this, first you will have to make sure what type of pouch you are going to make. So this one is going to fit smaller things, while this one kind of works as a makeup pouches. So I use this for my daily makeups. I put lipstick, little mascara and everything here. So you will have to choose what size you want to make first, whether it's the small or big pouch. Now to start with this square, you are going to insert your hook into the place where you mark with a stitch marker. So just go ahead and insert your hook into the stitch and remove your stitch marker. Now take your yarn and make a loop like this, and you're going to put it on top of your hook, and you're going to hold the end at the back just so that you have control over it while you're crocheting. Now you're going to pull up a loop and chain 1. Now you will have to make sure that you hold the end while making these stitches just so that it doesn't unravel. Then in the same stitch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. So insert your hook into the same stitch and you will have to carry the end. So to carry it, just put it on top of your crochet hook and just make the stitches like normal. Now yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now this is going to be your first stitch. Now in the next stitch right here, insert 1 single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Then in the next stitch, you're going to insert 1 half double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now in the next stitch, insert 1 double crochet, then insert 1 double crochet into the next stitch and insert 1 treble crochet again into the same stitch. So yarn over 2 times, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to insert quadruple treble crochet into the same stitch, which I'm going to call QTR because it's too long. So to do it, you are going to yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that is how you are going to make QTR. Now insert treble crochet into the next stitch and insert 1 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch and a half double crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet into the next stitch and insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2. Then make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 treble crochet into the same stitch. Then in the next stitch, you're going to insert 1 double crochet and half double crochet into the same stitch. Then make 2 half double crochets, so 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Then make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then make 1 treble crochet into the next stitch. So the next stitch is going to be here, which is the center of the heart where you insert a slip stitch before. So insert your hook through the center and make a treble crochet. Then make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So your next stitch is going to be a little hidden. It's going to be here. This is going to be your next stitch. So insert your hook and make 1 double crochet and then make 2 half double crochet. So insert 1 half double crochet into the next and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then make half double crochet into the next stitch and insert 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Then go ahead and make 1 treble crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 half double crochet into the same stitch. Then make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Then we are going to insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, and then make 1 single crochet and again make 1 single crochet into the next stitch and insert 1 half double crochet into the same stitch. Then make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and insert 1 treble crochet into the same stitch. And make QTR into the next stitch, so yarn over 3 times and insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, 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 and then make 1 treble crochet into the same stitch, 1, 2 and 3, and insert 1 double crochet into the same stitch, and then make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1/2 double crochet into the last stitch here. Now go ahead and insert your hook into the first stitch of this round and make a slip stitch. So this is how this square is going to look like, and if your square is wonky and it's in a weird shape like me, you don't have to worry about it. I am going to show you how to fix this later on in this video. Now we are going to do round 2 for this smaller pouch. So to start round 2, go ahead and chain 1, and you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the same stitch here. So insert your hook and make 1 single crochet, and then you will have to make 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then in the next stitch we are going to insert 1 single crochet, then 1/2 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Now we are going to continue by making 11 single crochets. So this is going to be your next stitch here, and insert your hook and insert 1 single crochet, and then in the next stitch 1 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now we are going to insert 1 single crochet into the next stitch, then 1/2 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Now we are going to make 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So after making 5 single crochets, your next stitch is going to be the center of the heart here. So what you're going to do is you are going to chain 2, and then you're going to skip the middle of the heart here, which is your next stitch. So skip and insert your hook into the next stitch and continue making 1 single crochet. So the reason why we do this is so that you can insert the chains into the middle of the pouch like this and hold your things inside of the pouch without it falling out. Then continue making 4 more single crochets, so you will have a total of 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then insert 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then 1/2 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Then continue making 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 10 and 11. Then in the next stitch insert 1 single crochet and then 1/2 double crochet and then 1 single crochet, all into the same stitch. Then make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So go ahead and insert your hook into the first stitch and make a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull up a loop and then just pull through like this. Now we're going to first start off by chaining 1, And then take your scissors and cut it. Then just pull through and pull the end to the back to tighten up the chain one. Now we're going to make one more of the hard granny square for the back piece. So for the back piece, the part where I skip one stitch, it's going to be a little different, which is you will have to chain how long you want your pouch to be. So after you have chained how long you want it to be, you can just skip this stitch here, which is at the middle of the heart. Then just insert your hook into the next stitch and continue making one single crochet. Then just continue with the step like before. So once you have the front and back piece, go to the part where I show you how to weave in these yarns and how to make the granny square a perfect square, then also how to join these two pieces together if you are not making the big pouch. So for the big pouch, first you're going to do the heart and also make the round one for the size one. It is going to be the same step. Once you have the heart and have done the round one for the smaller pouch, we're going to move on to round two. So first you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and then you're going to insert one double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 3, which is right here. So yarn over and insert one double crochet into the same stitch. Then continue making 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then you're going to insert 2 double crochet into the same stitch. 1, 2, and then insert 1 treble crochet into the same stitch. And insert 2 double crochets again into the same stitch. So you will have a total of 5 stitches in the same stitch. Then once you are done, continue making 11 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 11. Then insert 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2. Then make 1 treble crochet into the same stitch. Then insert 2 double crochets again into the same stitch. 1 and 2. So you're going to repeat this step for 2 more times, which is making 11 double crochets. Then insert the cluster, which is 2 double crochet, 1 treble crochet and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Now once you are done, continue making 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then insert your hook into the first double crochet here, not the chain 3 but the first double crochet. Insert your hook and make a slip stitch. Now we're going to continue with round 3. So first chain 1 and insert 1 single crochet into the same stitch here. So insert your hook and make 1 single crochet. Then continue making 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then in the next stitch, insert 1 single crochet, then 1 half double crochet into the same stitch, then 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Then continue making 15 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 15. Then in the next stitch, insert 1 single crochet. Then make 1 half double crochet into the same stitch and 1 single crochet into the same stitch. So continue this step, which is inserting 15 single crochets, then a cluster, which is 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet, all in the same stitch for 2 more times. Then continue making 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your last stitch is going to be here, and 7. Then just make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Then chain 1 and cut your yarn. Then pull through and pull the end to the back to tighten up the chain 1. Now go ahead and make one more for the back piece. To block the shape, I'm going to use a steamer. There's many ways to block the shape and make it a perfect square. You can stitch it up and see what works best for you. I steam each square slightly and let it cool down a bit, then just shape the grainy squares with my hands. I'm going to do this with each pieces until all of them are the perfect square. So before you join the 2 pieces together, you will have to weave in all of the excess yarn at the back. So for this one, I forgot to carry it. So if you do carry it like this, you can just cut the excess yarn that you leave like this. And then for the end here, just go ahead and take your darning needle and thread in your yarn. Then just go through these stitches at the back like this. And pull through, then skip the back stitch right here, then just go through at the back stitches again just to make sure that it's really secure, and pull through. Then just cut the excess yarn. This is the end that I carried, so I'm just gonna cut it, and this one that I just weave in. So go ahead and do this for all the pieces, whether you make the big pouch or the small pouch. So once you are all done weaving all the ends at the back, the steps to join these 2 pieces together, whether it's small or big pouch, it's going to be the same thing. So I'm going to show you how. So you can see that we have the cluster here, which is the 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. So what you're going to do is you are going to insert your hook into the half double crochet at the corner. So here is the single crochet, here is the corner, which is the 1 half double crochet. So insert your hook and then set the other piece, which is going to be your back piece. So these 2 wrong sides are going to face each other like this when you're joining it together. Now from this side, find the 1 half double crochet. This is the corner right here, which is the 1 half double crochet. So insert your hook into the 1 half double crochet stitch. Now take your yarn and we are going to do a slip knot. So to do a slip knot, just make a loop like this and then twist your yarn, and you will have this X shape at the middle, and then just put your yarn on top, and from the back just pull it. So that is going to be your slip knot. Then just insert it into your hook and tighten up this slip knot. Now you're going to hold the end at the back while joining it together, just so that you have control over it, so you can let go once you are sure that you have control over the yarn. Now just pull through and go ahead and insert your hook into the next stitch. Then when joining it together, make sure that all of these stitches are aligned. So you have to make sure that you insert it into the same stitch as the other side. So insert your hook into both stitches like this, and then pull up a loop and pull through. So that is basically your slip stitch, and also you don't have to carry the end while you're joining this slip stitch. Then just insert your hook into the next stitch and make a slip stitch. So for this smaller pouch, it is going to be the same step as this one. So just insert your hook into the half double crochet here, which is the corner right here, and then insert your hook into the half double crochet on the other side, which is right here, and just make the same step as this one. So you are going to make the slip stitch all the way around until you reach the half double crochet at the corner right here. It is also going to be the same for this one. You will have to leave the top open so that you can insert this inside. So just go ahead and do that until you reach the corner, which is one half double crochet right here. Now when you reach the part where you fasten off, the stitch here is going to be a little tight, so you just have to force it in and insert it at the place where you chain one at the side here, right here. Then just continue with the rest of the pattern. Now this is the one half double crochet that I talked about. So insert your hook and insert your hook at the back side too, and make your last slip stitch. Now for the small pouch, after you have done joining it together, what you're going to do is, once you have reached the corner, which is the one half double crochet, just pull through like this. Then take your darning needle and thread in your yarn. Then just insert your needle from the front like this and bring the yarn to the back. Then all you need to do is just weave in this excess yarn like before. Then cut the excess yarn and do the same thing for this side. So now you are done with the small pouch. So to insert this strap into the hole here, just insert your hook and then grab onto the strap and pull through. Then you are done. Now we are going to make the top part right here, which is just a single crochets. So first, to do this, you're just going to chain one and you're going to insert your hook at this stitch right here. So insert your hook and make one single crochet into this stitch. So recommend that you guys use a stitch marker and mark the first stitch just so that you guys know where each round starts and ends, because this part is going to be a little bit confusing. Then just continue inserting one single crochet until you reach the end right here. So then when you reach the side right here, just insert it right here. Then insert your hook at the middle here and make one single crochet. Then insert it at the side here where you join the two pieces together and make one single crochet. So I am going to carry this end as I work over my single crochet just so that I don't have to weave it in. Continue inserting one single crochet until the end. Then go ahead and remove your stitch marker and insert your hook into the first stitch and make a slip stitch. Now I'm just going to pull the loop to tighten up the slip stitch just so that it's not as visible. Then chain one and insert your hook into the same stitch right here and mark the first stitch with your stitch marker. Then just continue with the same step until you reach round 4. So the total of stitches that you should have is 40 stitches. So I recommend that you guys count these stitches and make sure that you have 40 stitches. So the total number of stitches is really important for you to make this hole where you insert this string. Now once you are done, you are going to continue by chaining one, and then you're going to insert your hook into the same stitch and make one single crochet. Then insert one single crochet again into the next stitch. Then you're going to chain 2, so 1 and 2. Then skip the next 2 stitches. So skip these 2 stitches and insert your hook into the next and make one single crochet. And then continue making one more single crochet, so you will have a total of 2 single crochets. Then chain 2 and then skip the next 2 stitches and make 2 single crochet. So 1 and 2. So you're going to repeat this step until the end of this round here. Then for the last 2 stitches here, just go ahead and chain 2 and remove the stitch marker and insert your hook into the first stitch here and make a slip stitch. Now moving on to round 6, chain 1 and insert your hook into the same stitch and make 1 single crochet. Then you're going to insert 1 single crochet in each stitch. So insert your hook into the next stitch and make 1 single crochet. Then for the chain 2 right here, since we skipped 3 stitches, we are going to insert 2 single crochets into the chain 2. Then continue making 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet. Then just repeat this step until the end of this round right here. This is going to be my last 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch. Then chain 1 and insert your hook into the same stitch and make 1 single crochet and mark the first stitch. Then you're going to insert 1 single crochet all around for 4 rounds. Now if you want your last round to be different yarn color, what you're going to do is for round 3, you're going to insert your hook and then you're going to take your new yarn color and make a loop like this and then put it on top of your hook. Then pull through. Then just make a slip stitch. So just go through the loop like this. Now you will notice that there is a gap like this. So what you're going to do to close off this gap is by pulling the end of your yarn. Just pull as tight as possible. Then you will have to hold both ends at the back like this. Then just chain 1 and insert 1 single crochet as usual until the end of this round. And for this you will have to carry the end of your yarn just to make sure that it doesn't unravel. So just continue inserting 1 single crochet until the end of this round right here. Then to finish off, just insert your hook into the first stitch and make a slip stitch. Then chain 1 and pull through. Then pull the end to the back like this to tighten up the chain 1. Now all you need to do is weave in this excess yarn to the back. Now for this strap, it is up to you whether you want to make this type of string or you can just use a ribbon for this. So for this kind of strap or string, you will need a lot of yarn tail. You are going to use the yarn tail to crochet, and also you will start crocheting at the middle of the yarn. So you don't want to run out of yarn at the middle of crocheting, so you will need a lot of yarn tail. So I will leave about this much. At the middle of your yarn, you're going to do a slip knot. Then set your hook and insert it through this knot and tighten it up. So the yarn tail is going to be at your left side and your working yarn is going to be at your right side. So grab onto the yarn tail and yarn over, then bring the yarn tail to your right side like this and your working yarn to the left side. Then with your working yarn over and hold the 2 loops at the bottom like this so that you have control over these 2 loops. Then just pull through. Then take your yarn tail again and wrap it around your hook like this and bring it to the side. Then yarn over your working yarn and hold the bottom like this. Then just pull through both loops. So this is what you're going to repeat until you reach your desired length. I'm just going to do this much just to show you an example on how to finish this off. So to finish this off, cut your working yarn. Then just pull through. Now just go ahead and tie 2 knots with these 2 ends. 1 and 2. Then take your darning needle and thread in the first end, and I'm just going to go through this side here which have this V shape. I'm just going to go through the first V shape like this and then go through the second, through the back. This is what I'm going to do for 3 to 4 times, or you can do more. Then to finish this off, just cut it as close as possible to the string. So that is how you're going to fasten it off and weave in this excess yarn. Then just go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. Now to insert your ribbon or your string, if you use a string like this one, what you're going to do is you will have this hole at the middle of the pouch right here. So just insert the ribbons or string through from the front and then just insert it again through the back like this. Then from the front. So just repeat this until you reach the last hole. Then before you tie the ribbon, just make sure that the length are the same. So you can just put your finger inside and then when the length are the same, pull the ribbon like this to close off the pouch. Then just tie your bow. So that's it for the tutorial. Thank you for watching.